I think he wants us to pick a card, Wilmst. Okay. Welcome to Daybreak. My name is Ian, and we're playing Detective Instinct. Farewell, my beloved. In the last episode, we were investigating the disappearance of a woman who went missing, and it was crazy. We discovered what her name was, which was Alma. And we know that an old man has information on her named Fisker. So we have to talk with him, and this is somehow going to be connected to something or other. And this guy is one of the guys that works on the train, and he will be able to tell us if someone is a stowaway or not. Nope, nobody named Alma registered here. Kind of surprising, actually. It's a pretty common name around these parts. Okay, so if she doesn't have a ticket then she probably was a stowaway. Fisker. Nope, no Fisker here. There's an old man who told one of the train attendants his name was Fisker. You're sure there's no one with that name registered? I'm completely sure. The list doesn't lie. Do you know where this Fisker is now? No, but we're told he might show up in the observation car tonight. Good to know. Maybe we'll have a little talk with him tonight. Heck, maybe I'll even bring that detective with me. I wonder what Emma thinks about this development. I should ask her once I have nothing left to ask the porter about. Okay. Have you asked the porter everything? I guess so. If we're out of ideas, maybe we can explore blah, 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 blah. Okay. Are you sure no Alma? Nobody named Alma. Okay. I think I ought to have a word with him. Okay, then. Then let's leave. Right? Lounge car. Observation. Wilmst's cabin. No, I want to go to, I'll go to the dining car. Or the lounge car. Yeah. It's surely empty in here. I guess the word hasn't gotten out that the golfers left. We have this place all to ourselves. There's not much point sticking around here. Let's come back later this evening when the bartender's back from break. Okay. Let's see if Monty's back. Ooh. Hey! Oh, hello, Monty. How are you doing? It doesn't look like Veda's here. Oh boy, this could be interesting. Okay. Talk to him! Monty, how are you doing, Monty? Have you been enjoying your trip? Nice weather we're having, no? Well, I hope you're having a nice day. What are we doing? Okay, let's talk about the ring. Monty, do you remember that ring we showed you and your wife yesterday? We seem to have misplaced it. You wouldn't have happened to see it, have you? Well, what about Veda? Do you think she knows where it might be? How can you tell if a man who doesn't speak is lying? Hey Monty, is Veda out? Okay, that's our first response. Wonder where she is. Are you a juggler? Are you a magician? Discuss. Wait, I know. How about this? Maybe we talk to someone who doesn't speak. You have to communicate silently. Let's try talking to him without saying a word. Maybe he'll open up to us somehow. What? Okay, what does that even mean? Alright, let's just humor her. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Stare into his eyeballs. It's like we're trying to communicate telepathically. I feel like I can hear what he's thinking. Something along the lines of, I wish these stupid people would leave me alone. Yeah, something like that. I don't think that was helpful, Wilmst. Okay, how about this? What if we get the playing cards and we use that? No. Discuss. Any more broad ideas? Hey, at least I tried something. You can't fault me for thinking outside of the box. I didn't hear you coming up with any better ideas. Well, she has me there. While we're here, maybe we could have a look around. You don't think Monty will mind? I mean, what's he gonna do? Tell us to stop? I guess not. But still, let's not go too far. I don't want to invade their privacy. If you see anything interesting, maybe we could try asking him about it. Okay. Let's go over here. I kind of want to get a better look at those playing cards, but not with Monty in the room with us. What is this? Holmes, what are you doing? Don't just take things. What if Monty gets mad? Relax, it's fine. I was just thinking of asking Monty if he wanted to play some poker with us. Are you sure? Okay, maybe not. But maybe we can find some use for these. Yeah. Okay. Nothing to take here. Couch. Bed. Mirror. Flowers? I don't think I should take a flower. Nothing. Okay, well then, let's see. Talk with deck of cards. Ooh. That reaction seemed different. Okay. Show cards. Oh, what's this? Do you want me to give you the deck? Sure, here you go. Is he gonna do a magic trick? He's shuffling the deck. Oh. Okay. What does this mean? 5J, 9K, A7. I think he wants us to pick a card, Wilmst. Okay. Let's see here. Pick a card. I was thinking this could be a message, but okay. I'll pick the ace. I picked that one. Ace of clubs. All right. Oh, Wilmst, I know what this is. It's one of those card tricks. We picked a card without him knowing what it was, and now he's shuffling it back into the deck. Somehow miraculously, he'll be able to find your card again. Okay. Yeah. Well, what do you know? You got it. That was it. He found it. Oh, that's incredible, Monty. Wow. Oh, Monty. Oh, my aching head. Oh, it's a stupid wife. Oh, here we go. Oh, Monty, this migraine is so painful. I'm seeing spots, but if I'm correct, are those two irksome children looking at a cabin again? If they are here, could you please make them leave immediately? I simply cannot tolerate any intrusions right now. Oh, my head. I think we should go, Wilmst. Yeah, I think you're right. Thank you for your time, Monty. Oh, he looked happy for a second. Okay. Yes, the headache routine again. All right, let's leave. Lounge car? Maybe if the guy's back, then we can deduce that he's a magician. Or I guess not. Let's go to the storage car. And check like this. Okay, never mind. Discuss. Have you asked supporter? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Then let's leave and go to the observation car. Okay. Maybe we can talk to Hippie again. Not the attendant. Go to... No. Check. Peace and love, peace and love. Scary guy? Nope, not getting involved with that guy. Okay. Well then, what else can we do? Go to... Wilm's cabin. Maybe we can just chat there. Okay, I think that was the right move. Whoa, we have a lot to talk about. Oh my word. Okay. Dennis and Palmer. What do you think, Wilmst? Are you considering taking up golf now? No, I don't think so. Don't be like that. I know those guys were a little strange, but that shouldn't stop you from having a new experience. I actually kind of like watching golf on TV. It makes me think of my grandpa. He always has it on whenever I visit. He's a pretty good golfer. Dude, I don't care. I don't care about that stupid grandpa. Maybe I'll just give him blah, 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 blah. I don't care. Either way, I'd love to see you in a polo and a cute sweater. I don't care. Yeah, I bet you would. Okay, bartender. The bartender sure is in a playful mood today, isn't he? I wish he'd just tell us what he knows without all the hassle. Although I will admit it, all this investigating has been kind of fun, hasn't it? Yeah, it kind of has, in a weird way. That said, we still don't really know what's going on here. Hopefully by this evening we'll have a good guess as to what Monty's old job was. And then we can go back to the bartender and find out what he knows. Okay, plans Monty. You know, he was hard to get a read on at first, but I get the sense that Monty is a kind-hearted man, don't you? Yeah, performing card tricks really seemed to cheer him up, but then Veta came back. I shouldn't speculate others' relationships, but he just seems so timid. And she's so, well, you know, Monty's job. When we talked to Monty, he did a card trick for us, very enthusiastically at that. I think that's all we know so far, but I have a feeling there's more left to discover. Storage car? We're really getting into a conspiracy theory now. Do you really think she might be somewhere in storage? I don't know, Wilmst. I just feel like we've already ruled out all the sensible possibilities. If she's not there, then, well, where is she? Good point. Whether she's there or not, we might still learn something from looking around. It might end up being a waste of time, but it's worth a shot. Okay, Porter. Is there really anyone we haven't thought of to ask the porter about yet? If so, maybe we can come up with some leads if we finish exploring everywhere else first. Be thorough, make sure we've done everything we can. Okay, Alma. Alma, I can't believe I forgot that name. It's so clear to me now. Everything about our meeting happened so fast. I didn't think to ask her until just before we split up. I was so sleepy. I must not have fully committed it to memory, but I remember now. It was Alma. Well, the good news is that name doesn't rule out the possibility that the ring we found belongs to her. That's right. She still could be AK. Could it really be a coincidence that Fisker was also talking about someone named Alma? I don't know, but we'll find out tonight, I suppose. Plans. Well, it looks like we have 3 possibilities for where to go next. First, there's the storage car. Denise suggested that if you needed to hide a person on the train, it would be a good place to go. Sounds a little far-fetched to me, honestly, but it can't hurt to look, right? Then there's the observation car. That old man apparently was hanging out there last night. I hope we can find him ASAP. He's the only potential witness left. And then finally, there's Veta and Monty. 2 of them have been hiding something. I'm not entirely sure how we can get them to admit it, but maybe the bartender can help. He told us if we can guess Monty's former job, he'll tell us more about those 2. He won't be back in the lounge car until evening, so we have plenty of time to figure it out. Well, I think that's it. What do you think, Bumps? Where to next? Well, we need to come to the conclusion that he was a magician. So how do we do that? Maybe if we go back to them. It's locked. Okay. Then observation car. There's nothing for us here. Storage car. It has to be then in the storage car that we have to come to the conclusion. Okay, let's check other side. Okay. And let's check this. It's a large cage. Golf clubs. A knight. Well then, I don't know. Whoops. Oops. I did not mean to go back here. Go! Leave! Okay. This guy has got to help us with something. Give me the names of anyone suspicious. I'll check if they're registered. Okay, the missing woman. Wait, Wilmst, I have an idea. Remember the initials that were on the ring? I remember, to my beloved AK. Let's ask the porter if anyone is registered with those initials. He said he has a list of passenger names. Yeah, we did though. But AK, you're looking for someone with the initials AK. Let me take a look. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple. Can you tell us their names? Let's see. Alfred Kircher, Arnold Kraus, Andrew Kissinger. I think that's it. Those are all male names. All right, I don't think any of them would be who we're looking for, but thanks for checking. Wilmst, do you think it's possible the ring belonged to one of them? I don't know. No one named Alma. No women with these initials are registered on this train. Okay, let's discuss. Have you asked a porter about everyone we could think of? Well then, if that's the case, then those two guys in the observation car would be probably those other people, right? That guy. Peace and love. Okay. Then I don't think there's anything else. How do we make the time pass? Okay. Maybe. Let's go back to the storage car. Okay. Whistle. No, we already did that. Yeah, those names check out. I don't know what else we can do. Go to, I guess, the lounge car, see if anyone's there. No. Okay, then let's go back to the cabin. We have to come to the conclusion of the name. Okay. Oh, wait, Monty's job. I talked to Monty, did a card trick for us, very enthusiastically at that. Okay, radio. All right, let's have a listen. The fourth green, lining up for the putt for birdie. If he sinks it, he'll tie for the lead, blah, blah, blah. Then there's the putt. Oh, if he missed the wide, a few inches to the left of the hole. Not a strong effort, misread a break badly. And he'll still have a tester in order to make a par. So now let's jump to 3, where Phil is looking to extend his lead with another birdie putt. I wonder what all this golf broadcast did. I wonder if this is the golf broadcast Dennis and Palmer went to go listen to. Hey, why'd you turn it off? Please, no more golf. Not today. More. Dang it. I don't know what to do. Here, I'm gonna jump back in whenever I find something to do. Oh, okay. So I'm talking to him about the luggage. I swear, I was terrified I was going to lose my head trying to get that guillotine on board. All I know is that the weirdest stuff in here all belongs to the same guy. Same little fellow with a big hat. Monty? Okay. All the strange stuff belongs to the little guy. Okay, let's discuss that. What are you thinking, Emma? Oh, I was just thinking about Fisker. There's just so many strange coincidences about him, you know? He's from Ganbricka, like the murder victim from the hotel, who knows someone with the same name as the missing woman. And on top of it all, he might not even be registered for this train. Just who is he? Well, I guess we'll just have to ask him ourselves when he stops by the observation car tonight. We still have some time to kill. Is there anything left to do? I don't think we need to ask the porter about anything else. Are you okay? That's a good thing. So, anything else to do elsewhere? Okay, so we've finally done everything we need to do here. So, let's go to the observation car. And then let's discuss in here. Okay, come back tonight. So there's nothing else to do here. Lounge car. See if this guy's back. Yes, finally. Oh my word, that took forever. Okay. It's starting to get a bit late. Looks like the bartender's back. And, who's that in the booth? Is that Professor Martin and Detective Daltrey? Ooh. Oh, hello, you two. How are you both? Hi, Professor. I'm doing well, thanks for asking. Yeah, all good. What was with the detective you were just talking about? Yes, he came to ask me. He came to see me about an hour ago. He's still investigating the case from the hotel, you know. To think this train may be connected somehow. Frankly, it all seems a bit fantastic to me. My understanding is that he intends to speak with everyone on board, so I invited him to speak with me over some coffee. How's the investigation going? Did he tell you much about it? No, not all that much, and I'm afraid I wasn't able to be much of help. I only know as much about the incident as the police would tell me that night, after all. If I had to guess, I'd say he doesn't have many leads. It's entirely possible he's been on a wild goose chase this whole time. Still, he is quite determined. He left to look for more passengers to speak to. I'd say I hope he finds what he's looking for, but, well, I suppose I'd rather he didn't. After all, I feel much better if this train didn't have anything to do with a murder. I'd probably feel better with a more competent detective on board, if I'm being honest. Well, I'll be going back to my cabin now. Is everything all right, Professor? Oh yes, I felt a tad under the weather these past few days. I do hope I'm not coming down with something. It's nothing to worry about. Don't stay up too late, you two. We won't. Good night, Professor. Good night. Oh, he's acting suspicious. All right, Wilms, let's talk to the bartender. Okay. Bartender. Well, you're back. Have you determined what Marty's former occupation was? Yeah, I think so. Well then, let's hear it. He was a magician. That is correct. At one time, that man was a very popular and successful magician in Vendreka, at least as far as magicians go. So what happened to him? Yes, okay, you win, I'll tell you. Monty was still performing as recently as a year ago. His act was quite a popular tourist attraction. Part of his gimmick was that he'd never speak, to give himself an air of mystery. His act was mostly standard tricks, impossible escapes and such. But one night, something terrible happened. While some magic tricks look dangerous, the audience typically assumes there's plenty of safety precautions in place to prevent injury, but while that's largely true, many tricks actually are quite dangerous and require pin-to-point timing and skill from the performers. One night, Monty's show was running late, and in his haste, he got on stage. He neglected to perform a routine safety procedure. As a result, the poor fool became trapped in a box that was to be crushed by a large weight. He very easily could have died. When he realized he could not escape, he actually shouted for help from inside the box. The assistant pulled the box to safety moments before the weight came crashing down. I suspect help was the first word Monty had uttered in years. It took them an agonizingly long time to pry open the box, with Monty begging for his life the entire time. The audience watched in horror as it became clear that this was no part of the act. The rest of the night's performance was cancelled, and shortly after the story became something of a tabloid curiosity. For his trouble, Monty became a laughingstock. And to make matters worse, no venues would book his act any longer, believing it to be too unsafe. Monty hasn't performed ever since, and the public has largely forgotten about him. Aww. But I recognized him the moment I saw him. Oh my, that's so horrible. We saw some of the props from his act in the storage car. What do you think he's trying to do? If I had to guess, I'd say he wants to start fresh in a country that is unfamiliar with his history. His career may be over in Vendreka, but the baggage from his incident shouldn't follow him all the way to London. I just don't know if he can afford to move. The man hasn't worked in a year, and frankly, his wife may live like the rich, but I don't think Monty was bringing home millions from his act. The supposedly glamorous lifestyle has likely always been a facade. But, well, I suppose that's none of my business. This is all I'm able to tell you. If there's anything else to discover, you'll have to discover it yourself. Okay. What a sad story. I feel so bad for him. It sort of raises more questions than it does answers, though. And if we still don't know what Veda and Monty have to do with Alma, if anything. Yeah, there's still a piece of the puzzle missing. But at least we're making some progress, right? It's just about nighttime almost. Do you think Mr. Fetcher might be in the observation car by now? He's the last person who may have seen me and Alma together. And there may just be too many coincidences for him not to be connected to all of this somehow. I have a feeling he's hiding something big. Just what could it be? Okay, let's go to talk to the guy. Where do I do it? On the observation car. Okay, here we go. There he is. Right on schedule. All right, here goes nothing. Okay. Next time on DayBreak, we'll go and talk to the old man and the attendant. I'll see you next time. Have a happy day. Be sure to drink water, and goodbye.